network also. So there is no interactions between, there's no intermediary person that is involved in any transactions that happen. So it's only between the user and the client the interactions happen. So that is why this is one of the technology that is booming. Next, Prathamesh will be taking over.
Yeah. Thank you, Siri. So let's start with the artificial intelligence. I hope you all might be sure with what the term artificial intelligence means, as it is one of the most booming industry currently in the IT industry. So artificial intelligence is nothing but giving the machines the capability of interacting like the human. Which, for example, uh, we are training a particular machine to behave like or more enhanced than the humans. So, for example, we are building smart machines, and examples are many. So, for example, self-driving cars. You all might be familiar with the Tesla. Tesla is one of a self-driving car. So, how does it really do what it does? So, it uses object recognition. For example, it detects the objects coming in the lane before it even interacts with it. So, it guides us and drives alongside with it. So, apart from that, artificial intelligence, artificial apart from that, uh, artificial intelligence also has virtual assistant. So you all might be using Siri, Google Assistant. They all are sort of a virtual assistant. They can communicate in your language. They can understand your language using natural language processing techniques, as well as they can do a particular task for you. For example, you all might be familiar in a Google I/O. One Sundar Pichai told that it would be possible in the near future that you can just set an appointment with a barber just by telling to your virtual assistant on Google Assistant that set my appointment, and Google Assistant will talk to the barber on behalf of you. So that's how far the AI has reached. Apart from that, AI is being used in machine learning and deep learning as well. So machine learning is something in which we all predict something using supervised or unsupervised learning. So in supervised, we give a sort of a data to the machine, and on behalf of that data, the machine learns that data and predicts something. So techniques like this are being used in stock market to predict the ups and downs in the market. Apart from that, deep learning is something in which neural networks are involved, which can be used in many sorts, like object recognition, image recognition. So consider for an example, uh, many government agencies or criminal agencies are using neural networks or deep learning and image recognition to identify criminals wherever you are. So that's how artificial intelligence comes into the picture. So now next we'll start with the cloud computing. So as you know, metaverse is something that it's not located to a particular place or a particular people. It's located among many number of people. So if many number of people are involved, many number of resources are required, and it is not feasible for each one of us to buy a sort of a GPUs or a sort of a server farms if you're rich enough, obviously. So to tackle that situation, cloud computing comes in picture. So it offers infrastructure, and in which you do not need to maintain that servers or GPUs or sort of instances like a computers. You don't need to maintain them. You don't need to worry about the storage. You get it from the uh, cloud computing service providers such as Google Cloud, AWS. You all might be familiar with it. So cloud computing is required in the metaverse to handle the lot of the data which is available and created using the metaverse. So now next will come to the augmented reality. So what is augmented reality? So first of all, augmented reality is something in which you take a 3D model or a virtual object and you place it in your real world, as compared to the virtual reality, in which virtual reality you need a headset and you get yourself immersed into a 3D environment, and in that you don't know what is happening all around you. As compared to the AR, you are present in the real world and you are using a smartphone or a sort of a HoloLens in which you can see the 3D objects of the virtual content in the AR. So that's how the augmented reality is. We will look into this in the later part. So now capabilities of metaverse will be explained by Siri Marisa. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. So coming to the capabilities of Metaverse, there are basically seven main layers or seven main components that are involved to create the whole setup of the Metaverse. First is the infrastructure. So what are the requirements, basic elements that are needed to set up a Metaverse? You all need Wi-Fi connectivity. You all need a cloud storage capacity to store your data. You need that could be I mean you need 5G, 4G, 6G, whatever the data is, and then you need a good GPU system so that to run your graphic cards to have a better experience of the graphics in the metaverse, you need good graphic cards, and these are some of the basic infrastructures that are required for metaverse. Next, the human interface. So how will the human be interacting, or how will the user be interacting with the metaverse? So it could be through your mobile, you can have the metaverse experience, through a headset, virtual reality headset, through a gesture, through haptic feedback suit. Our company creates the haptic feedback suits which could be used for human interface with the metaverse. And it could be smart glasses and HoloLens. I mean, you guys would have heard of HoloLens. So that is one of the device that could be used to interact with the metaverse. Next, decentralization. So decentralization, like the network, it's a network. Decentralization is a type of system wherein there is no single control. One entity does not have the control over the whole, how the functioning of the whole system works. So it is all separated. It is distributed network system. So which uses like edge computing, AI agents, microservices, blockchain technology. All these could be used in the metaverse to run it smoothly and provide a good experience. Next is the spatial computing. So spatial computing is how you convert the existing 3D environment or the existing physical environment into a 3D environment. How it could be mapped to create the virtual world wherein the user can interact with. So you use 3D engines to develop the spatial world like Unity, Unreal, Blender. All these are the tools that can be used to create the uh, virtual worlds. And the technology that could be used is VR, AR, extended reality, mixed reality. All these are the interfaces or the technologies that could be used to provide the metaverse experience. Next is the creator economy. So, what exactly your world of virtual reality, or what exactly metaverse looks like? So, it could be the design, it could be the components, elements. Maybe you see some shops. What exactly the shop looks like? How are the things arranged there? What are the colors that you see? Is it morning? Is it night? All these things come under the design tools, and how workflow, how exactly the user will be interacting with the metaverse. So maybe like going shopping or picking up an object in the virtual world. How exactly the user will do that? Will he directly just touch it and then you can purchase it, or will he go pick some object in the metaverse and then there is some interaction that occurs? So these workflow designs in the metaverse is done by the creator economy. Then is the discovery. So what things the user can see in the metaverse? It could be ad networks, some of the social media things. Ad networks, you can see so many ads that pops up in the metaverse that could be like just random advertisements that you see there, wherein different products are being promoted, and there could be different stores that the user can go watch, purchase, and do transactions with. Next, the experience. What exactly experience the metaverse is providing to the user? There can be games, there can be social media interactions, there can be esports, sport can be played, there can be theaters where the user goes to the place, goes to the theater in the virtual world, watches the movie. There can be concerts the user goes attends. There can be a singer, and the singer will probably be giving a concert, and then the users can just go into the ground or wherever that the concert is happening and can have the experience of the concert. Then the shopping, so how the user can purchase different things in the virtual world. They could use NFTs, they could use cryptocurrencies, and many other currencies which can be used in the virtual world. So we've all heard that you can purchase a piece of land on moon. We've seen people purchase a piece of land on moon. But in metaverse now you can purchase a piece of land in metaverse, and that goes for $1 million. It has the cost price ranging is a lot higher. So there is, and at the left you can see a sandbox. So this is one of the place wherein right now that is trending, where people can purchase a piece of land in the sandbox here. So it could go for, the cost varies, and it could be purchased using NFTs and cryptocurrencies and other digital currencies. Then down you can see NFTs. People, I mean, these NFTs, non-fungible tokens, I guess has been trending for the last few months. So you can see the monkey emoji, especially different types of monkey NFTs that is being sold for $1 million, and each one is different from the other. There could be a slight change, and that could again go for a I mean, a lot of, it could cost a different price. So we will show you a video that was created by Walmart to explain people, or to make people understand what virtual reality technology is. It's a shopping experience that they are promoting in this video. One second, I guess the audio is not visible. I'll share the screen again. Is it audible?
No, Siri, we are not able to hear any audio.
Is it not audible?
No, we can see the video, but no audio. We could see it, but we could not hear anything.
Okay, I'll just see it. I'll just check. Include computer audio. One second. Is it not coming? Is it audible now?
Not yet, Siri, not yet. Only it was visible.
The audio is not playing, right? Only the video is visible.
Right.
Include computer sound.
When sharing your screen, there's a small tick mark on the top.
Yeah, I've enabled that, include computer sound. So it must be visible. Check if it is.
Assistant module today, but you can call me Sam.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's working.
It's gone again.
Is it gone? It's not. Once again, I was trying. Sorry.
Howdy! Thanks for visiting Walmart. I will be your shopping assistant module today, but you can call me Sam for short. Okay, let's get started. I have your shopping list loaded up, and I'm tracking your oil change so I can let you know as soon as it's done. You see the tomato sauce on your left? Go ahead and grab that and then place it in your cart. Great. Looks like you need a good wine pairing. Take a look to your right. Your age has already been pre-verified through your profile, so no need to wait for an ID check. Just place the item in your cart whenever you're ready. I'm getting a notification from your connected smart fridge. It looks like you already have a full gallon of milk at home. Should we put this one back? Hey, good news, your oil change is done. Your vehicle will be ready at the Tire and Lube Express. I've added the service charge to your cart. Now for the fun stuff, to electronics. You've definitely saved the best for last. This TV has great reviews on Walmart.com. Add it to your cart, and I'll have it brought to the front for you. Need any accessories? Here are some options on Jet.com. Looks like that's everything on your list. Are you ready to check out with Walmart Pay? I'll have the TV brought out to your car. Thanks for shopping at Walmart. Have a great day.
Yeah, so now Prathamesh will be taking over about the video end.
So, hello everyone. Let's get started with our main topic of the day, augmented reality. So, as I had already given you a brief about what augmented reality really means, AR exists on the top of our physical world. That means it is something that appears on the above of the virtual world, as we can see the 3D objects in the real world and something like that. And apart from that, it is easily accessible to everyone. With your phones, with your tablets, you can easily use the AR, and also by using smart glasses, and you can make virtual changes to it. You can edit a particular 3D model in the augmented reality. So before we start, I would like to give you a brief something about what augmented reality really means, and also I would like to show you something which we made few days ago. So you all might be familiar with the Harry Potter movie series. As you already know that there was a newspaper in there, which was a sort of a talking newspaper or something like that. So here's our attempt to create a such sort of thing using the augmented reality. So that was about the use of newspaper or a sort of a entertainment AR used in the entertainment media or mass media industry. So now consider a second example. You want to buy a particular apartment or a flat. What is the first thing that you usually do? You visit a particular site, and if there is a computer operator somewhere over there, he will show you a 3D model of the building which is going to be made. But apart from that, there are many papers which are listed every year in the in the sort of a brochures we get in our newspapers. So what if we can see the building from our home rather than visiting the sort of a builder's office? So here's an attempt to it. Apart from that, you can also see the interior designing of the home. So here's it. Now, just take for example, there's a new hotel opening in your locality, and they are sort of advertising it. But how do usually they advertise? By sending a sort of a 2D pictures or some sort of like that. Or new pair of shoes are being launched by a particular company. How they usually advertise? By just showing a 2D picture. So this is something that a newspaper from future will look like. As you can see the 3D model of the shoes, you can see the 3D see the shoes from each and every angle, and also the food items. You can get a real feel of the food in front of you, and just it can make you motivate to visit that particular hotel just by seeing it. Apart from that, AR can also be used to promote sort of teachings in students or in small children. You can give them a sort of a comics or advertisement of the parks. So here's an example of it.
You might have seen this on the Instagram as well. Many people using and dancing next to it.
So that was all about the 3D paper. So now let's come back to our main topic. Where is it? Few seconds. Now the benefits of the augmented reality. So I just shown you the example of the talking paper. There are various benefits of augmented reality, such as in training and education. For example, many industries are using augmented reality to in their mechanics. For example, BMW is one of such company which is being used using their mechanics or the mechanical engineers over there to train a particular or how to design a particular engine, how to sort of uh, troubleshoot when something goes wrong, or how to oil change a particular engine uh, when something goes wrong in the engine. And apart from that, doctors are also using augmented reality. So for example, if a doctor want to create or do a perform a surgery on a patient or a heart patient, he will first perform surgery on a dummy AR model in which he will just dissect it in the AR, and after that he will perform it on the human. So this is how augmented reality is being used in the training and education. Apart from that, in entertainment section, as you all know, that nowadays when any new movie gets released, the first thing that gets released is a sort of an Instagram effect of it. So you can create Instagram effects using Spark Air Studio, as well as Snapchat effects are produced using the Lens Studio, in which you can use augmented reality to enhance the market at the same time. Apart from that, in gaming, augmented reality is also booming. For example, Pokemon Go. Pokemon Go was one of such example that took the augmented reality to a next level. And also gaming. So it is a combination of the location-based AR. So apart from that, in selling you can use AR. For example, I just use a video of the talking paper in which I'm selling or promoting a hotel in which the new food items have been made or new shoes are made or the building or the flat which I want to sell. Apart from that, the companies which are using augmented reality to sell are IKEA. You all might be familiar with this company. It's a topmost company in the furniture business. So IKEA has a sort of a AR-based app in which you can introduce a 3D model of a particular furniture in a real world space, so that you can see if it really fits your room or not. Apart from that, there is one more app called as a One App Geeks, which is a famous app because you can try shoes without trying them in AR. So just you need to scan your foot and the AR model or the 3D model of the shoes appears on it. So now the types of the AR. So basically there are two types of augmented reality which we can create. They are the marker based AR and marker less AR. So let's see them one by one. So what is marker based AR? So probably you might have got this. Marker based AR is nothing but something like in which there is a physical entity dependent for AR scene to render. So for example, in my talking paper, as you can see, was a video initially at the start in which there was a Lamborghini image over there. So I had created it in a such a way that whenever that image appears and it is detected by my mobile, the AR experience is initialized. So I created it using Vuforia. Vuforia is a sort of a augmented reality based SDK in which first they uses a fast algorithm. Fast algorithm is nothing but feature accelerated segmented testing in which a particular image is first converted into a grayscale, and that grayscale image is then the features from that grayscale image are extracted, and if those features match with the features enabled in the AR model in the AR app, then only the AR based experience is initialized. So often rather than using images, QR codes are used. Apart from that, 3D models are used. Just I'll give you the example of the One Kicks app in which your foot act as an anchor. So for example, when you scan your foot, a 3D model appears on it. So marker is nothing but a physical world entity and it is recognized by augmented reality. And then only the AR experience is initialized. So now markerless AR will be explained by Siri.
Yeah. So now we know what marker-based AR is. Markerless AR, as the name suggests, that you don't need any external physical entity. Sorry, I just had some disturbance. Uh, so yeah, markerless AR, as the name suggests, you don't need any external physical entity to scan or use it to be having an AR experience. So markerless AR has four types. There are four types of it. So they are location-based AR, superimposition AR, projection-based AR, and outlining AR. We'll look into it briefly as to what each one of them are. Uh, is the screen not visible? Sorry. Okay, sorry. Is it visible?
Yeah.
Okay. So location-based AR. So location-based AR, you guys would have played the game Pokemon Go. So wherein it actually is, you go, you search for a Pokemon and it shows where exactly it could be. You go to that location and you then get it. So location-based AR example is one such app is Pokemon Go, wherein your mobile location is detected and the Pokemon is spawned at a certain distance from the mobile, and it based on the location of your mobile and based on the Pokemon. Once your mobile goes closer to that, both the positions or the locations are matched, and then you